All right, I've known Kathy for a couple of years, and we've done some energy work together in a couple classes, and I always find the days better when we're in class together, and I like the energy work that we've done together. What Kathy's going to talk about today is actually, she's going to give us a demonstration of energetic techniques you can do on yourself. Kathy is a state licensed massage therapist, and she's certified by the National Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. Her qualifications consist of many outstanding teachings from the world and the divine. She has her own business called Genuine Care Therapeutic Massage, and she's been in business since 2006. And her passion is her energy work. So let's give a hand.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here so I have somebody to talk to this morning. I wanted to give a disclaimer straight away. I am a state licensed massage therapist, and I do not diagnose. To make sure that what I'm saying is not being taken as taken away from medical doctors or whatever. I want to also start out by saying that today I'm going to be talking about how you can raise your vibration, because we're in the throes of winter, and winter we see more colds, we see more imbalance in our health. So what I'm here to do is to help you raise your vibration so that you can keep your balance up, and hopefully you won't be faced with as many colds and whatever. Energy is everything. Everything about us is energy. Everything that we're sitting in this room is energy. Prior to coming into this life, we made sacred contracts. Now, some of us may not remember what that sacred contract is, but our spirit guides are helping us to fulfill that. It's just we need to be open to listen to what's being said. Also, I need to also mention, filter what I say. If it doesn't resonate with you, just let it go. But I'm here to share a different perspective with you. The focus on this life is to give our soul an experience and to achieve our sacred contract. I am a co-creator of my life, and I create all what I experience in the future. Now, how do we raise our vibration? Well, part of the way we're raising our vibration is by planting our feet on the earth, because the earth has a vibration, and the earth is sharing that vibration with us. One thing that is very interesting, that I don't know if any of you have heard of Chiron, but he was here speaking in Anchorage. He suggests we had, in 2012, we had a consciousness shift that recalibrated and affected our DNA. Things that you were doing prior to 2013, you may find that they don't work as well today. So consider that when you're looking at, I used to be able to do it this way, but now it doesn't work anymore. Also, this year, 2016, in numerology, adds up to a number 9, which is completion. So you're having the opportunity during this year, which I should have had the talk earlier in the year, to release and let go of all that doesn't serve you. So you have 3 weeks. that you can
the clutter,
go through and clean up and release things that don't serve you. Release emotions, release relationships, whatever. But I'm going to also discuss how you can go about doing that. One of the things we can do to help raise our vibration is living a healthy lifestyle, making healthy choices, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, exercise, refrain from toxic behaviors, toxic relationships, living your passion, and maintaining balance. Using the right words. I am. I am is the most powerful word in any language. It happens to be the name of God. Love is the highest vibration that we have. Opposite of that is fear, which is a lower vibration. Kindness, hope, forgiveness, understanding, and compassion for others. That helps to raise our vibration. Expect good things today, tomorrow, and for the rest of the week. Intention is that small little voice within, that inner guidance system that helps to direct you where you need to go. This is your divine wisdom, that flash of insight, that aha moment. This is another important phrase to use. The I am willing statement. It allows for change. I am willing to release from this dysfunctional relationship. I am willing to be the best I can be in this moment. Making choices. Making choices helps to raise your vibration. And learning to do muscle testing or using a pendulum to help you make your choices. Once I learned how to do this, I feel like I'm doing much better in my choices, and I feel that it's just become a part of my life. An example of muscle testing. Okay, when you go to a chiropractor or somebody that does muscle testing, they'll ask you to put your arm out. And then they'll ask you to keep your arm steady, and then they'll press down as far as asking yes and no questions to determine what's going on in your body. You yourself can do muscle testing. I myself right now ask for guidance, and then I allow my body to move. So if I ask, am I nervous right now? My body will fall forward. My body falls forward saying yes. Will I be glad when the speech is over? If I say, is it warm outside?
You go backwards.
So anybody can do this. It's just allowing yourself the freedom to do it and not prejudge what's going on. Another way is a pendulum, and I forgot my pendulum today, but a pendulum is usually on a chain, and somebody here might have one, with a stone or something at the end of it, and you can ask yes or no questions with that. Places that you might want to check as far as buying one, Stars of Alaska, or there's other stores in town that sell them. Or you can get a nut, the screws and nuts. You can get a nut and tie it to a piece of dental floss, and it works just as well. The biggie word, learning to say no. A lot of times we don't want to let others, don't want to let others down. It means that you regularly let yourself down. Let me start over. You don't want to let others down, but in the process, you're letting yourself down. It's draining, depleting, and exhausting yourself, and it's not good for anyone. Another thing, pray, meditate, journal. Ask for help from that small voice within, from your angels and guides, whoever your choices are, the Creator, God, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I find that when I have something going on with me, I can call upon Archangel Raphael, who does healing, and I sense a dissipation with whatever's going on. Release from negative thoughts, emotions, beliefs, feelings, self-pity, blame, guilt, doubt, criticism, and judgment. I am willing to release, and then fill in the word. Because of your expressed anger, addictions, anxiety, grief, they become emotional triggers. Emotional habits can become your identity. They become the way you describe yourself. Awareness bracelets. This bracelet can help you become aware of your habits and patterns. Your object is to wear the bracelet for 21 days on the same hand, as far as shifting old habits and choosing to shift. Each time you catch yourself complaining, talking poorly about yourself or others, putting yourself and others down, you change the bracelet to the other hand. Well, I don't know about you, but through the day, I'm changing my bracelet. But it helps to make me aware of what I'm saying and to proceed to do better. Never claim an imbalance as your own as you speak badly about yourself, and refer to the imbalance. If you got a diagnosis from a doctor, refer to it as a diagnosis and not, I have the diagnosis of whatever it is. Release expectations. This is a good one for the holiday season. Release expectation and non-attachment to outcome. Instead, use discernment, accept and allow what is. Expectations can lead to disappointment and other emotions. Release from stories. Give yourself permission to say the story 3 times, and then I'm willing and able to let go of this story now, because this story can become a habit and a part of your life, and you don't need that. You need to be free from those kind of things. Another thing to raise your vibration is massage work and energy work. Some physical elements can have an emotional origin. Salt baths, Epsom salts, or sea salt, baths, showers. I like showers, so I just take Epsom salts, a hand of Epsom salts, put it on my head, get under the shower, and just let it melt over me.
Oh, wow.
And it helps to clear your energy field around you, your aura. Also, smudging with white sage, or I have an instructor that talks about doing it with incense. And when you get to pick up the paper, you'll see what kind of incense that's suggested. I don't want to say the word because I may not pronounce it right. Then, the one thing that ultimately can raise your vibration is going out in nature. one thing about our earth right now, it's so covered with pavement, buildings, whatever. If you can find a piece of earth that's not covered with anything, just enjoy that space. Especially, maybe not now, but up here in the summer, taking off your shoes and getting your feet down into the grass, down into the other things, trees are wonderful. Putting your hand on a tree, you can feel the vibration coming off the tree. You can feel the vibration coming off the tree, but you can also feel it coming up from the roots. And the tree can help heal you. You can even put your back up against the tree, and it'll fill your spine as far as the energy from the tree. And if you allow that small, still voice in your head, be quiet and allow that to happen, you may get messages from the trees. Rocks. I love rocks as far as raising my vibration. I have special rocks that I know when I'm not feeling good, I can hold those rocks and it improves how I feel. Water. Dr. Emoto, who has since passed, talks about your water, your cups, writing love, joy, peace, harmony, and it'll infuse your water. The crystals, water crystals, will change shape by using those positive words. The sun and the moon, standing in the sun giving gratitude, as well as the moon, especially right now with the way the moon is, having moon baths just helps to increase your vibration. Sound, color, sound, classical music, instruments can increase your vibration and then music, but I would talk about more music that has a positive message to it. And color. Color has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself. You can, to help balance your chakras, you can wear a different color associated with that chakra to help bring into balance something that might not be in balance. Now, moving on to your environment at home and at work. Declutter. Declutter. Everything has energy. You may have things that are no longer in your highest and best to retain. It's also things that you have might have other people's energy in them that is not in your highest and best. Consider smudging your houses, as well as, cleaning yourself and cleaning your environment. That means at home, at work, sneaking into work, and if you can, just smudge your office place to help clear it. And your living quarters, maintaining the inside and the outside. In the real estate world, they would call that pride of ownership. But you don't realize how much better you feel when you've done this. And I understand the problem with decluttering, because in your mind it's like, I don't want to get rid of this. It may mean something to me in another few years. Take the pendulum, do the body testing. Is it important for me to keep this any longer? Or you might find, yes, it's important for you to continue keeping whatever. But for the most part, you can find that you can do a lot better with less. And those things that you want to go buying for Christmas, is this something that I really need?
No.
As well as considering when you're buying it for somebody else, whether it's really in their highest and best. Okay, I talked about smudging of the room. Energy gets stuck in the corners, so make sure you go to the corners when you're doing smudging work. Also, antiques, smudging around them because of the energy that somebody else that might have had them. Is the living and working situation in your highest and best? Figure out what defines you, what makes you happy, and what brings you joy. Do you need to change the way you communicate about your home and your work environment? Consider that. I am willing, the I am willing statement. Okay, now everybody can pick up the piece of paper.
Really?
Okay, you'll see on one side of the paper it talks about exercises. It's about halfway down. Okay, now that I asked you to pick up the paper, I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes. Because we're gonna do a visualization. Okay, is everybody ready? Visualize anchoring a cord from the soles of your feet to the core of the earth. If you have problems visualizing this, I've also heard of another way of choosing to, like you have a monkey tail, and the monkey tail is going down and anchoring to the core of the earth. Watch the energy travel from the core of the earth, and this energy fills the soles of your feet. Feel that warmth in your feet. Feel that core of the earth in your feet. Then watch the energy proceed up your body, filling your body starting at your feet, up your legs, front and back, lower legs, the knees, the upper legs, front and back, your hips, your glutes, the first chakra area. And if you don't know where it is, just your intention will send the energy there. Second chakra area, third chakra area, fourth chakra area, fifth chakra area, your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, and then allow the energy to fill your heart. And ask your heart to fill all your organs, all your systems, as well as your circulatory system, the blood and lymph, and carry it down to the cellular level. Then ask your heart to send the energy up and fill the neck and head totally. Watch this also leave the body and fill your energy field from the first to the seventh energy field, clearing the energy field with the energy from the core of the earth. Feel the warmth, feel yourself completely filled with the love and light. Okay, we can come back now. Now I'm going to have you can either close your eyes or keep your eyes open on this one. I want you to visualize starting at the seat of the chair. And on the inhale, I want you to breathe right up the front of your body on the left side of your spine to your third eye, saying to yourself as the energy is going up, I am willing to release and let go. And then on the exhale, watch the breath descend down your back on the right side of the spine to the seat of the chair, saying, and let God. And you continue this circulation. And this is called the divine fluid. And as we get older, we lose this capability as far as this divine fluid. So this is an exercise as far as helping you to raise your vibration. Okay. Now this one I need your eyes open. Okay, this is called an intricate balance. Left hand. Put the left hand on, as far as the seam on your head, finger on each side. The other hand, I want you to put over your third eye. Can everybody see? And when you're doing this, you're holding this for a minute. Now what we're doing this for is when you're stressed, is to help bring you back into balance. So hold this for a minute, but we're not going to hold it for a minute right now for the demonstration. Then take this hand, where you were holding the third eye, and put it over your thyroid. And if you don't know for sure where you need to continue putting the fingers on the top of the head. And if you can't put your hand on the top of your head, visualize your hand on the top of the head, because that's where energy follows its intent. So if you don't know where the thyroid is, or these other organs that I'm going to mention, just know that the intention will take the energy where it needs to go. So you would say thyroid, 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 thyroid. Okay. The next place we're going to take it from the throat is to the thymus. The thymus is on each side of your sternum. It's the area where they do the Tarzan yell, you know, when they hit their chest type thing, to give you a visual. So, thymus, thymus, thymus. Intention takes the energy where it needs to go. Okay, the next place is the spleen, which is, okay, left side, below the rib cage. And if you don't put it right on the place, you know the energy will follow intention. Spleen, 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 spleen. Next, we go to pancreas. Pancreas is right under, right about here, the left side. Okay, pancreas, 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 pancreas. Energy follows intention. The next place is the adrenals. Remember, by the belly button. The adrenals are on top of the kidneys, but if you don't put it in the right place, just know that energy follows intention. Adrenals, 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 adrenals. And remember, you're holding each place for a minute. And then the next is ovaries and testes. Okay. Intention will send the energy if you don't have it in the right place. Males, testes, females, ovary. And then repeat that, so that the intention will follow, the energy will follow the intention. Okay, so that's called an increment balance. Bruce Lipton says stress causes adrenal fatigue, which causes an imbalance primarily in your whole body. Okay, now this is something that I need you to be a participant as well, but this one we're going to speak. Okay, so follow what I say. I am willing to release any energy blocks.
I am willing to release any energy blocks.
I am willing to be open to say.
I am willing to be open to say.
I love you, and then insert your name.
I love you.
I am willing to feel the expression of this love
I am willing to feel the expression of this love
throughout my body
throughout my body
and energy field.
and energy field.
I am grateful and give thanks.
I am grateful and give thanks.
And last technique I'm going to show you. As above, so below. So I'm going to put my right hand on my left shoulder and my left hand on my hip. As above, so below. Shoulders, hips. Then the next thing, I'm going to take my right hand and put it on my elbow and my other hand on my knee, as above, so below. And if you can't do these because of whatever, just visualize you're doing it, and the energy will follow intent. The next thing is the hand over the wrist and the other hand on the ankle.
Is it better to be standing?
No,
Do this, or is it
no.
better?
No. And like right now I can't reach, but I'm focusing on the energy going to my ankle. Okay, so we've done it on this side, now we have to do it on this side. So shoulder, hip. And these, when you're doing it on your own, you do it for a minute too. Then elbow, knee, wrist, ankle. Okay. Another thing I discovered is sometimes people, like when they're walking like this, well, they're separate from their energy field.
Imagine.
So, taking your hand on your stomach and your hand on your back helps bring you together this way. And as far as you can bring yourself together this way. And you can bring yourself together by your head on your head, hand on your head, and your hand visualizing it being under your feet. On the paper that I gave you, I have suggested reading. This is where I've gotten a lot of my study from as far as learning. I want to thank you for coming today to listen to this talk. I hope that you've learned something as far as how we can go about raising our vibration by not only doing the exercises, but the way we communicate and the way we can help clear our environment and ourselves. Thank you.
Kathy, did I miss something on the polarity balancing? Are we supposed to be saying as above, so below, or is there anything we're
No,
supposed to
I
be
was
saying?
I just wanted to show you that as far as the body, that there's parts of the body that correlate as far as the shoulders and the hips, and then the elbows and the knees and the wrists and the ankles. Just
So what are we
to,
thinking?
you're just thinking of balance.
Oh.
But just know, it's some people, well, me included, when you're thinking, well, I know I put my arm here, but where do I put this hand? So by saying as above, so below, the hips, when you're doing, there's a way also with polarity that you can do a box. Like if I put my hands here, okay, you've got a line going across here. And if I put my hands here, got a line across here. But then you also have a line between here and here. It's just to help to give you a visual. Okay,
Is there any words to say when we're doing the adrenal balancing, or is that also just balance?
you know, I would say if you can, say the glands, if you can focus on the glands as far as sending, in case you don't have your hands in the right place. Making sure that energy follows the intent of what you want to do.
Saying the word love is the master healer. I mean, all you really need to do is say the word love. And every chakra opens, every energy pattern opens. That's, if you can't remember anything, just say the word love. Everything's taken care of.
Also, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but like I said, they'll do what I say. The Lord's Prayer also works on chakras.
I have a question.
Yes.
Say that you knew what your life contract is. What if you don't want to do your life contract?
I would confirm that you can, when you're getting guidance, you can always confirm what's going on by saying, is the message I'm receiving in my highest and best? And sometimes you'll hear no. And then you'll say, well then, I want to know what's in my highest and best. You can decide to negate what you consider your contract is, but then if you believe in past lives or whatever, you might get to be able to do it again in another life. It's your choice. That's one thing God has given us is free will. And if we choose to follow the guidance, we can. If we choose we don't want to, there's nothing that will negate you doing your free will. It's just the consequences of what you're doing.